So my report is about the future of EU horticulture. And the key thing that I was keen to get in was that we must embrace new breeding techniques, and that of course includes GM. So the report has passed the Agriculture Committee, and now I have to gather support so that when it goes to the full Parliament, the plenary session in Strasbourg, that it also receives support from across the board there. I think it's important for horticulture to be competitive. It's also the fact that with horticulture producing about 18% of the total value of EU agriculture from about 3% of the land, it's very key to food production and to feeding not just Europe, but actually to make our contribution to feeding the world. And on the whole, people are not happy spraying a lot, using herbicides and pesticides. And GM has great potential there to stop having to use pesticides and herbicides and to get better production yields and to feed more people. So I think it's very important that we embrace these accelerated breeding techniques. I think it's important that consumers have an open mind and do feel that the safety and the food safety protection regulations that we have in place, particularly in the UK, that are not going to permit them to be fed anything that is remotely poisonous or detrimental to health. So please keep an open mind and understand the enormous benefits, not just to us in the UK, but actually right across the world, that can be brought about by these techniques. I hope that GM techniques will be embraced. I can tell you I went recently to a grass breeding company that's quite close to home. It takes 18 years to produce a new variety of grass. That surely ought to be speeded up. And if we can do that, so we can introduce new varieties, better varieties, in a shorter space of time, that will help agriculture progress hugely. I mean, one of the things I'm very keen to see is that decisions are made based on proper scientific evidence, that we don't just ban everything because there might be a danger. We've got to concentrate on real evidence, test the science, and that's what I've been pushing for in my report to the Agriculture Committee.